Over here, QPTV, Queens, Public Access Television. Over here, I'm Paul. I'm Paul Polar Bear. And I have a friendly face. Guess what, folks? Guess what our Bible passage is today? Be ye therefore blameless. Be ye therefore blameless and without harm, as children of God, without rebuke, in the midst of a wicked and perverse nation. Let your light shine to the world. Isn't that simple? Isn't that easy? So we're in a wicked and we're in a perverse generation and a wicked and a perverse nation. But we will be blameless. And we will be harmless. And without rebuke. And we will let our light shine through the darkness. Isn't that easy and isn't that fun? Now that is from the Bible, and that is from the New Testament, and it's from the Epistle of Philippians. Paul the Apostle founded these Christian churches all over. What a zealot. And he founded a church in Colossus and Ephesus and Thessalonica and Ephesia. And then he would go off and find a church somewhere else. And he would write back to his Christians, telling them how to be Christians. Be ye therefore blameless. I've always wanted to be blameless. I've always wanted to be blameless. That nobody could blame me for anything. And I'm just the opposite. I deserve to be blamed for hundreds of mistakes. And also when it says be blameless but be harmless, that has a deeper meaning than you think. Oh yeah. Be harmless. You don't want to hurt anybody. There's a whole Hindu philosophy on that called ahimsa. Harmlessness. Live harmlessly. Is that so hard to do? Just live harmlessly? Don't hurt anybody? Don't think that that applies just to people. No. That applies specifically and pointedly to animals. Don't hurt animals. Stop eating them. Stop all animal products. That includes honey. That includes fur. Look at this man-made fur. Isn't it a glory? We have our own fur. I have the secret to happiness. I happen to know what it is. Shall I sell it to you? Shall I hold on to it? But I know what it is. And I know this, that you're never going to make it. You're not going to have that peace and that harmony and that consonance and that accordance. You're not going to have it unless you're vegan. I mean, it's rather self-evident, isn't it? Be ye therefore blameless and harmless as children of God. What does that mean, as children of God, folks? Well, that means we're all brothers and sisters. We're all together. Stop trying to be better than anybody else. Stop trying to put yourself forward that you're better than somebody. You are not. We are all equal. We are all together. And we are all working for one thing, and that's to keep the universe going and growing. And what is the universe? The universe is God. What is God? I see God as helping others. I see God as how we treat others. That's pretty simple, isn't it? That's something you can feel. That's something tangible. God is helping others. God is how you treat others. This all fits together. Be ye therefore blameless and harmless, as children of God, in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation. Well, our nation, the United States of America, does have that aspect. But we don't have to think about that. No. We have Social Security. We have Medicare. We have Part A. We have Part B. We have FICA. We have welfare. We don't have to think about the wicked and perverse part. Although it's there. No, we don't have to think about that. Be ye therefore blameless and harmless as children of God in the midst of a wicked and perverse nation, and let your light shine to the world. So it's wicked, so it's perverse. So, just let your light shine to the world. That's Philippians 2:15. Philippians chapter 2, verse 15. In the epistle that Paul wrote to his church at Philippi, Greece. The minister asked the confirmation class, asked the girl, what is an epistle? And she said, an epistle is the wife of an apostle. Well, now I believe we've covered that. Please help me be blameless. Please help me be harmless, without rebuke. I've always wanted to do that. Please help me. Our hymn today is one that's going to be sung over you one day. One day this is going to be sung over you. Abide with me. Fast falls the evening tide. The darkness deepens. Lord, with me abide. When other helpers fail and comforts flee, help of the helpless, Lord, abide with me. What are you going to do when that time comes? I hope for two things, folks. I hope I'll be two things. Two things. I hope I will be grateful, and I hope I will be happy. You know, when it's all added up, when it's all over, when it's all said and done, there's only one thing that matters. How did you treat others? It's just one thing that matters. How did you treat others? Not what clothes you wore, not what money you made, not what promotions you got, not that you were better than anybody else. That's not going to matter. When all is said and done, the only thing that really mattered is how you treated others. Now that includes animals. You can't go put your money down at a supermarket and pay for this continuation of agony, horror that is happening to those sweet, dear animals in farms, in transportation, in slaughterhouses. No, they're like your dog and your cat. Every one of those animals, they just want to be a pet. They just want to be a friend. You wouldn't eat your dog. You wouldn't eat your cat. You wouldn't treat your cat or dog that way and then eat it. Yuck. And it's so easy to become vegan. And I'll tell you right now, folks, you talk about happiness and peace and harmony and joy. You're not going to find it unless you're vegan. It's so easy. You walk into the supermarket, you stay away from those counters where that putrefying flesh lies, chalked up animals that all they wanted was their own life to live the way you have yours. Just stay away from there and go to the frozen counter and pull out Gardein, meatless meatballs. Pull out Morningstar Farm, original grillers, hamburgers. Pull out fried chick, pull out chick patties. Pull out Amy's. Oh, Amy has everything practically that's meatless. And what are you getting? You're getting really plant protein, and you're staying away from cancer and high blood pressure and diabetes and obesity. That's as easy as it is. You don't go there where all the blood is. You go there. And Amy's Pizza, delicious. Gardein, Morningstar Farms, Boca, Worthington Foods, Corn. There are just so many of them. And every supermarket has them, and Walmart has them. And the cases get bigger and bigger. It's a simple choice. And I'm going to stop giving all this money to animal organizations. And I'm going to use that money just to get this message across that we just said. It's so easy to become vegan and clear your conscience and clear your body of toxins and live a plant-based diet. So that's a Bible passage and the hymn. What about the jokes? Bob is on the road a lot. Well, Bob, does that interfere with your marriage? Bob, does that interfere with your marriage? No. Before I leave, my wife and I write down what we were arguing about, and then we pick up when I get back. He was introduced as the proud possessor of a brown belt, a black belt, a white belt, and a pair of red suspenders. He was introduced as a man of the future, a man ahead of his time, but behind in his mortgage payments. Let's see if we got anything else here from Paul the polar bear. Is your husband active in church? Oh, yes. He fidgets, he squirms, and he wiggles. Okay. Oh, at a personal appearance, I went to see my fans, and my fans were to come and see me, and did you sign a lot of autographs? Yes, I did. A whole lot of autographs. And I still have them in my back pocket. Let's see. The doctor said, you take one of these pills every day and you walk a mile a day. And at the end of the month you call me. And so the patient, at the end of the month, he called up and he says, hey doc, what do I do now? I'm out of pills and 30 miles from home. The doctor says, I have bad news and very bad news. And the patient says, what's the bad news? Doctor says, you have 2 days to live. And the patient says, what's the very bad news? I forgot to tell you yesterday. It is hard to exaggerate the boss's accomplishments. However, we'll try. Now our words. Words, vocabulary, means so much. It keeps you thinking straight. It keeps you communicating one with another. English is brilliant. English can express every emotion in your heart. Do you know that? So, accord. In harmony with. Isn't it nice to be in harmony with the world? And accordance means consonance. Instead of dissonance, it means consonance. We're all in it together. Okay, QPTV? We're all in it together. We're all in public access together. And then accordingly means following in natural sequence. Are your ears accordingly? And accost. Accost. That means to speak first to. It does have a negative connotation, and I don't know why it should, but it means to speak first to, accost. And then accountable. Accountable. Ooh. Don't mistake that one. That means explicable. You have an explanation for what you did. An explanation that satisfies you and others and the universe about you. And it means answerable. Whatever you do, we are answerable for. You're always saying you, the second person, Glendora. What about yourself? I'm worse off than you are. I need your help, badly. And then the last word is accoutrement. Do you know what that means? Trappings. Equipment. Accoutrement. Oh, so we did the words, right? We did the jokes, we did the hymn, and we did the Bible passage. Now we have to get out of here at 28 minutes and 30 seconds. And Gregory's going to do the countdown for us. In television, the countdowns, in live television was great. No tape. You got it right the first time or you didn't. And enough people to fill Yankee Stadium saw you. But anyway, they used to be 3, 2, 1, 30. 30. This meant cut it off. This meant stretch it. Stretch it. This meant what? You're a little behind. I think we have covered just about everything. 3, 2, I can't see. How many minutes are left?
You have about 7 minutes.
7 minutes. Here's a very, very good song to help us to stay on the track. Renew the vow. Renew the vow right now. After everything is said and done, only one thing matters: how you treated others. And I'll tell you, I'll go to a funeral and I look into that casket and I see that body lying there and I say, no matter what, after all is said and done, the only thing matters is how you treated others. Now, it's not telling you anything new. The chat with Glendora doesn't tell you anything new. All it does is remind you, everything that's been said here today, you know. And you've always known. All it does is remind you. This program is a chat with Glendora. It is the longest running public access television show in the world. It received that notification from the Alliance for Community Media, which is our trade organization, in Boston in the year 2016. Well, how old is a chat with Glendora? 46 years. It started in 1971. The Glendora Public Access Television Network consists of 67 affiliates, 67 TV stations from Boston to San Diego, Portland, Oregon, San Francisco, San Jose, San Antonio, Chicago, Queens, Bronx, Brooklyn, Staten. I think the three biggest are Queens, Manhattan, and Brooklyn. And how many shows? 11,860. But I was going to tell you a theme song. I see God as helping others, how we treat others. I see Jesus as helping others, how we treat others. That's simple, isn't it? That's tangible. That's something you can put your hands on and your eyes and your life on. It's so easy. Jesus is helping others. Jesus is how we treat others. Bearing that in mind, listen to this. Oh, Jesus, I have promised to serve thee to the end. Be thou forever near me, my master and my friend. I shall not fear the battle, if thou art by my side, nor wander from the pathway, if thou wilt be my guide. So, O helping others I have promised, to serve thee to the end. Be thou helping others forever near me, my buddy and my friend. You will not fear the challenge. You'll have no fear at all when you help others all the time. I shall not fear the challenge, if thou art by my side, if helping others is by my side, nor wander from the pathway of helping others. or wander from the pathway, if thou wilt be my guide, if thou wilt be my guide. Now, you're welcome to call me on the telephone, 518-610-5810. You are welcome to send me a Gmail, an email. It's very easy. It's a chat with Glendora at gmail.com. And I will send you the secret.
2 minutes?
Oh, thank you, Gregory.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
And you will find peace. I guarantee it. I have personal knowledge of this. When you help others, when you treat others right, and when you realize who others is people and animals. I know that you will be happy. And I would like to have you go to your inner sanctum. Find yourself an inner sanctum where you're all by yourself, alone with God. And you will hear that great, wonderful consonance that's inside of you. What is the soul? It is the God that is inside of you. And it is the God that is inside of everybody. Amen. May the grace of God and the fellowship of the Holy Spirit and the love of Jesus Christ be with you and all of those you love. Amen.